Hey y'all, thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Worlds of Country podcast. I'm your host, Andrew. On today's episode, I'm joined by my good friend Bella Hudson to talk all about her musical journey and her brand new single, Goodwill Hunting. It was such a great conversation that I had to post the unedited version. Hope you guys enjoy all of my stupidity in this one, and be sure to go check out Bella's new single after you listen to this. We'll link to that in the description below. Thank you guys so much for listening. Talk to you guys on the other side. Hey Bella, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What have you been up to lately?
Wow, it's been so crazy. Well, obviously, I'm a radio host as well. It's fun. It's always fun being on the other end of the mic. Um, but I just released my latest single called Goodwill Hunting, and it's been very fun. My boyfriend wrote it with me, Ben Williams, and he's been creating some funny content. So I'm super excited to start putting a lot of stuff out soon on TikTok. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Um, but yeah, I released, so far that's my third single. My second single, Your Mom, actually blew up on TikTok, which was amazing. I filmed this extremely funny reaction video with a guy I didn't even know. And I was like, hey, do you want to be my ex-boyfriend? He's like, sure. And he was a really good actor. So that got 3.4 million views. And people were like, you should get back together with him. I'm like, no, I don't even
I
know
don't
him.
even know him.
So yeah, that's been amazing. It's just so awesome hearing people relating to my stuff and giving them a voice. Um, I can't count the number of DMs I've gotten saying that my songs have made them feel validated in their feelings. So, I mean, that's what music's all about. And that's why I do what I do, because I want to touch people and make them feel like they're not alone. So it's awesome.
That's kind of the whole purpose of this thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was the TikTok craze something that was easy for you to jump on, or were you a little late to the game?
Yeah, so I actually created a TikTok, I think back in 2015. Um, something like, I don't know exactly the year, it might have been 2016, but right when it started, people were doing like the Triller or whatever with like the face stuff, like when they'd like do those lip syncing videos. So someone told me that I should download TikTok and get in on it early before that blows up. So I went on it and I posted like one video and I was like, oh, this is stupid. I don't like TikTok. So then I like deleted that and I re-downloaded it in 2020 along with the rest of the
Rest of
universe.
the world.
Yeah. And so ever since then, it's been an addiction. And it's really hard to not go on my phone and play TikToks.
Do you like have a mechanism to stop yourself from going too deep into all that?
Yes, so I like set a timer on my phone. So I'm only allowed to watch like 1 hour TikToks a day. And I always turn it off. So it doesn't work well.
You need like a shock or something.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But I do love filming TikToks. I'm not like a pro at filming content, and I'm still learning like every day, but I'm definitely trying to come up with like clever ideas and things that people will enjoy and be entertained by. So definitely have to like keep shooting that content.
You gotta keep trying and eventually it'll
Yeah.
go.
I know. I'm trying to create a trend for Goodwill Hunting because I'll give you the backstory on this song. So my sister is a literal savage. She's amazing, an icon. So she got her heart broken, and she decided to donate all of his clothes that were at his house. He's like, I need my stuff back, and she was like, no, why don't you go buy it back? She was like, you did me dirty, so I'm gonna do that back. So I guess he only had like two sweatshirts at his own house, and the rest of his wardrobe was with my sister. So he lost all of his clothes. And she was telling me that's like story, and I was like, that's a perfect song idea. And I was thinking of the best title that would fit. And one day I was just like doing my makeup, not even thinking. I was like, that movie title. I hadn't even seen Goodwill Hunting, and I was like, that movie title is amazing. So I told my boyfriend Ben that, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is sick. So we wrote this together in the car, actually going down to Georgia, and yeah, you go listen to it now, and that's the backstory behind it. It's a pretty crazy story.
That's one of the crazier song stories I've heard for sure.
Yeah, my sister has a lot of those stories. So I'm definitely thinking that it would be an amazing like trend or challenge to get you to find like a shirt that your ex had that you randomly have in your closet, or something that makes you think of your ex, and like throwing it behind you, or like putting it in a box, or even just like going to Goodwill and filming a video of it and calling it the Goodwill challenge. Like, you don't need that bad energy in your house, just donate it.
So, at what point did you realize that this was a song that you wanted to put out in the world as opposed to just, I guess, keeping in your catalog?
Yeah, well, I've always loved the song from the second we wrote it. I think we wrote it in March and of this year. And every time I play it out, everyone's just like laughing and clapping at the end of like the hooks. So I'm like, this is amazing. And my friend Sam Bergeson heard the song. I sent him a demo, and he was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I want to produce it for you if you'll let me. And I was like, yeah, of course I'll let you. So it's just been amazing. And I'm so glad that I've had a bunch of my friends on this project as well.
So I know we've spoken about this before, but for the people that don't know, could you sort of tell us your background in music and how you sort of knew that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story. Growing up, I honestly had no idea that like I was gonna be pursuing music when I was very young. But then one day I had a dream in kindergarten. I really liked this guy. I guess like I can't say growing up I didn't know, because I basically did. Like I guess pre kindergarten era, okay,
It's
where
kind of early to know.
I basically didn't have a conscious then. So when I started developing a conscious, then I knew that I wanted to be an artist. But I had a dream in kindergarten about this guy I thought was really cute, and that I was playing music for him on in my backyard, and he was like, yeah, screaming for me. And I was playing this butterfly guitar that I saw at a guitar shop, and my grandpa actually bought that for me that Christmas, and I started learning. And then my first show, my first performance was in front of 10,000 people when I was 11 years old at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival. And it was so amazing. Like the fire I felt in my belly when I was singing for that like sea of people was, I mean, it was a high that I can only feel when I'm on stage. So that's exactly when I knew that this is what I was meant to do. And I played back at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival for the next 3 years. And then I did a TED talk about it when I was 13. And that was about being on the edge of your experiences. So I talked all about like, having my first performance being in front of that mass amount of people. Um, and then since then, I've played around, written so much. I've opened for Midland, Michael Ray, Chris Jansen, um, Chase Rice, Trace Adkins, Winona Judd. And I've just had so many amazing experiences that I'm extremely lucky to have. Um, and yeah, I moved to Nashville in 2017 to go to Belmont University, and ever since then, I've just been, writing my butt off and finding
What you
songs
gotta
that,
do.
yeah, finding songs that I want to release. And I eventually wrote the first song that I wanted to debut last year. I released it in July, called Look Like That. I wrote it with my friend Allison Elena. And then I was like, okay, I need to start putting out songs now. I need to start doing it.
So when you write those songs that you end up wanting to release, what is it about those songs specifically that stick out to you?
Yeah, I think it's um mostly like first of all, like it has to like really stick with me. Like the emotion has to just yeah, it has to like be a part of my story or at least like a part of emotions that I've had. Um and also like I always put out songs that like no line is just a throwaway line. Like I really like put my heart into every line of
Every
these
word.
lyrics. And I mean, there's so many great songs that I've written too, but like there's like I don't think I'll ever put them out because they just don't fit the same as the songs that I'm putting out. Because I'm always wanting to be true to who I am, and you know, I have put out songs that are a little on the controversial side. Um, and I'm all about the shock factor. Thanksgiving dinner is always a fun one with me. Um, but yeah, like with your mom, my parents both called me before I was releasing it. And they were like, I don't know if you should put out this song because I mean, it's a fun song for you to play at rounds and everyone always laughs and screams your mom at the end. But like, don't you think it's kind of like a problematic song? And I was like, no, not at all. Honestly, like if a mom hears it, they probably have the same experience as well with their significant other. So it's just it's a song that no one's had before. So that's why I decided to put it out because no one has a song relating to those kinds of emotions, and that definitely came across as that when I put it out on TikTok.
So you mentioned about leaning towards the controversial side of things. Nothing starts conversation quite like controversy at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, Goodwill hunting is pretty controversial too. Some people will be like, "That's just so rude to donate your ex's stuff," and I'm like, "Well, if he did you dirty and broke your heart, like whatever." Talking about doing other things, like why not just donate and give it back to your community?
There's much worse things you could do.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you always sort of have that confidence to lean towards the controversial side of things, or did was that something you developed over time?
I wouldn't say like I'm someone who really struggles with confidence, so I wouldn't say I even have confidence now. Very much. I definitely am like constantly questioning myself, constantly thinking like, okay, could I put it like, did I write this correctly? Did I do this right? Am I good enough? And I definitely think that that's not something that's talked about a lot as well. I know a lot of people are all like, yeah, like I'm all about like building everyone up around me because I like have all this confidence and I believe in myself and all of this. And yeah, I do believe in myself, but it is really hard sometimes. And I think I'm a very humorous person. So the controversial stuff, I mean, it's not like extremely controversial. I mean, it's a song about your mom and donating. So it's not like I'm doing
We're
bad
not killing
controversial stuff.
anyone yet.
I'm not killing anyone. No. Um,
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly. Maybe my next song I'm killing someone. But yeah, definitely like I use humor to kind of disguise the lack of confidence I have sometimes.
So you find that you sort of use humor as like a coping mechanism of sorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you portray that very well in all of these songs for sure.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was really hard like with the Your Mom song. I've had like so many relationships like that. And I think the biggest one is where my ex's mom actually bought him a car to break up
You
with
told me
me.
the story.
Yeah. And that didn't feel good at all. And that definitely made me question my self-worth.
If she can't see you as worth more than a car, then there's other things going on there.
Well, at least it was a brand new Forerunner. I mean, it would have felt very shitty if it was like
A used
some
car.
some used car. off the lot, that was worth
broken
like
down.
$600. Like, yes, that would feel really bad if that was my worth.
So, at what point, once you realized music was something you could seriously pursue, what would you say was that first big step you took towards making it more than just a kindergarten dream, I guess?
Yeah, I definitely think I think when like the whole flip switch is when I did that TED Talk. Because, I mean, being a 13-year-old and doing a TED Talk in general, like that's pretty unheard of. So when I was talking to all this sea of people that were watching me, that were grown adults, and talking about how I was on the edge of my experience and how this is what I was made to do. And um, yeah, talking about that, like being on that stage, that really like clicked. I was like, this is my career path.
Was that like nerve-wracking at all, speaking in front of all those adults? Singing and speaking are two very, very different things at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I did a little speech, and then I also sang two songs which are horrible now that I look back on it. So do not watch that. Um,
It's still
but
up.
it is, unfortunately. But it is a milestone in my career, so I definitely am super grateful for it, and I would love to eventually go back and do another TED Talk. But it was very nerve-wracking. You know, the funny thing is, all the other grown-ups that were doing their speeches were extremely nervous, and I was the one calming all of them down.
That's
I
great.
I remember vividly. I was like, just breathe, like let's take some breaths together. And this little 13-year-old telling you how to act with
Maybe
braces,
they
not to
shouldn't have
mention I
been
had invisible
speaking.
braces. Yeah.
So if it wasn't for music, what would you be doing today?
Literally, like, I have no idea. It's so sad how bad at other things that I'm like, I'm so bad at everything. Math, not our friend. the the science classes, no, I failed those. Yeah, I really don't think I mean, I might be like writing books or something as something still like in the creative side because I love writing so much. I definitely growing up like started writing books and then just like quit. But kind of in the same realm.
Yeah. Oh, you're breaking up again now. Oh no. Breaking up a bit again. It's breaking up a bit again now.
Oh no. Can you hear
Oh
me
no.
now?
Hear you now. Yeah, we're good again. Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
That's the power of being able to edit this. I could just say random crap in the middle and then take it out.
Exactly. I love it.
So where were we? We were, oh yeah, you sucked at everything besides music, right?
Yes. So everything,
Yes.
I am bad at everything besides music. I'm not math's friend, not science friend, but I do love writing so much. I'm not a good like essay writer. I'm very bad at essay writing. My boyfriend edited all of those in college. So if you're my English professor, you had my boyfriend's paper.
He edited them or he
But
wrote them?
I would always like write from like my like it would just be like word throughout like what I'm thinking because I have very bad ADHD as well, and I didn't know that until after college. So, um, like I definitely did know, but it wasn't diagnosed. And yeah, I just could not like get things organized in an essay. But I definitely started a bunch of books growing up because I love reading so much and I love writing. Definitely some creative book ideas that I could have followed through with, but just never got the chance to.
I was also the kid that wrote like 2 pages of a book and then was never to be seen again.
I know, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm gonna be a best-selling author after this book.
And then nope,
Nope. Yeah.
was not meant to be.
Yeah, definitely not.
About the essay thing, also when I was in high school, my dad used to make my sister write my essays for me.
Oh my gosh. You have a great
I was
sister.
oh, she was not willing to do it, but she did it.
That's nice. Yeah, my grandma was that person for me in high school. We're gonna get in so much trouble by like the school police.
Yeah, they listen to everything. They're gonna come track us down all these years
Exactly.
later.
Brothers watching.
Always.
Hmm.
We're never free.
We're never free. Yeah.
So I like to ask everyone this question. What would you say has been the biggest lesson you've learned along this musical journey of yours?
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is one like I'm still learning, if that makes sense. I'm always comparing myself to other people, and I gotta like officially learn like how to stop doing that. I always hear people, "Oh, there's the bomb that went off near us. It comes off twice a day." Um, you're probably like, "This girl is absolutely crazy," um, and I am, and I'm proud of it.
If it was our first time talking, I would really think you were crazy. But I think I know you
I'm
well enough to
so
know it's
glad that
not.
it's not. Yeah, there's so much stuff that goes around. I'm living downtown Nashville, and there's this dynamite that blows twice a day, um, where they're building a building. So it shakes the apartment that I'm in. But where was I? I'm forgetting. Oh, the lesson that
Lesson,
I'm
yeah.
still learning. Yeah, I'm constantly comparing myself to other people. And everyone always tells me like comparison's a thief of joy. Never compare yourself. You're on your own path. And I'm still learning to grasp that concept.
Very like unnatural to sort of stop looking at what everyone's doing and just focus on what you're doing. And I don't think anyone really truly learns that. And over time, you just learn to tune it out a little bit better than you are now, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just got to learn to just like truly believe in yourself and that like what you're doing is what you're meant to be doing and no one else like what they're doing is gonna like intervene with that.
You have to like get to a point where you understand that basically what everyone else is doing does not affect what you're doing at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, hopefully, I'll get this Goodwill challenge off the ground running. And then after that, I am definitely going to release a new song. I think I think I know what it is. It's called Betting on a Stetson. I wrote it with Ben and Colin Healy, and it's one of my favorite songs. So I'm very excited for everyone to hear it.
Are we sticking in the controversial lane for that one, or
Um, I don't know. I am personifying hats in the song.
that's
So
a little trippy?
it's it's pretty cool. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say now. Just to leave the mind open for what the heck it is. But I love it so much and definitely need to get a Stetson partnership. So Stetson, if you're listening,
Goodwill, Stetson,
I'm
gotta get them all.
I know. Maybe my whole thing is incorporating companies.
Brand names, yeah.
You
Drop a
know,
brand in every song. One song's just gonna be
that
a
would be
list
fun.
of different brands.
Maybe I'll release Forerunner soon too. I told you about that song.
You wrote Forerunner? You wrote a song Forerunner? Or oh,
To the cards,
hmm.
like you made me runner up to your Forerunner.
That's a very good hook.
Thank you. I thought of it in the shower. It's always like the most random things.
I think the shower is like one of the most creative places. I think
Yeah.
that's like scientifically known. I don't know if that's true or not. I find it.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Maybe your next shower is your $1 million shower.
You never know. Gotta take 7 showers a day now, just to
I know that'll
up
give
the
me a
odds.
good incentive to shower more than I already do. I'm allergic to like water, so it's not fun. I wouldn't say allergic, but my sister and I both get like extreme hives after the shower.
I think I used to also, but from the heat. So if it's like too hot, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have to like take freezing cold showers at the end. Like I'm standing under like 0 degree water, it feels like.
And that's not fun either.
No. I'm
So
glad we're in
I
it
wanna
together.
we're in it together till the end.
Yes.
So I wanna do a little rapid fire with you, kind of turn the tables back on you from our last encounter.
Amazing.
Yes. Ed's getting the power in this relationship back.
Yes, you are. Soon I'll get it back. Don't worry.
But we're gonna fight for this forever. Let's start with well, I asked you if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? So that one's over. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dopamine by Purple Disco Machine.
That was out of left field there.
It is,
Would
it
you?
was a German #1 for 4 weeks. I heard it in Italy on the radio. And it is such a feel-good song. You'll have to listen to it.
You're gonna have to send it to me after this, so I'm gonna
I
forget
will.
what it's called.
Oh, I will.
Would you rather have 10 fingers or 10 toes? 20 fingers or 20 toes?
I
I'm like, oh,
was
that's the
the
wrong number
saddest
there.
part about that is I was like, would I rather have 10 fingers or 10 toes? Like I actually didn't realize that for a second.
Neither did I, obviously.
Um, I think I would rather have 20 toes because I already can like pick things up with my feet and stuff, so that would just give extra claw. You're gonna cut that out. I just know
Most people say fingers, so that was a good one.
it. Yeah, my feet are already really big, so I don't care.
What's the most surprising thing someone would? What's the fact someone would be most surprised to learn about you? Having trouble with the
Most
English language today,
surprised.
as we could tell.
Same all the time. Um, I think people in Nashville probably would be surprised to know that I've been skiing since I was 2 years old and skied every run in Keystone, Colorado before I was 5 years old and was a very good ski racer when I was 6. I guess that, like, if I didn't quit ski racing, I did quit because I just didn't want to do it, but I didn't know I was into music then. Um, but yeah, I was really good. I got first places all the time. So yeah, that's an interesting
A little
factoid.
braggy there.
Just a little bit. You know, I don't ski much anymore, so I can brag about it now.
So where was I? Where the hell was I going? No, really. Like where the hell what was I gonna say? I had you ever have that where you have like a good thought and then it's just gone forever?
Exactly. See, you're trying to trip me up with
Thoughts.
these rapid fire questions, but I'm actually tripping you up.
You're tripping me up. You're too quick. Too quick.
Yeah.
God. Oh, God. Okay. Then the power of editing is gonna huge for this.
Amazing.
Don't worry. There's only eat one food for the rest of your life.
Sushi.
Good one. Good one. Good one.
Easy. Easy money sushi. I love sushi. I could eat it every single second of every day.
What
So
superpower
good.
would you pick to have if you could?
Invisibility. Then I could go in on rooms and see if they're talking about me behind my back and see if friends are
Oh,
real.
that's scary, scary thought. Like
I
I'd be
know.
too
Could you
nervous to
imagine
do
me if
that.
I can be invisible?
Oh no,
Danger.
I've worse than Big Brother.
Literally, I'm gonna be like the 1984 Big Brother.
Just going around being a ghost everywhere.
Yeah, then I would like follow my boyfriend around, honestly, and just scare him all the time. I
Better,
already
better
love
watch
scaring
out.
him. I hide behind every door and pop out, and he's just screams every time.
He doesn't expect it yet.
I don't know how he doesn't. We've been together for over 4 years.
At a certain point, you gotta
I
learn.
still scare him. I'm the worst go around.
It, you can only listen to three artists for the rest of your life. Who would they be?
Three artists. I guess I'll leave out the Purple Disco Machine because I already
We
chose their
covered them
song.
already.
We covered them already. I really love Ingrid Andress. I think her songs are so amazing and well written. Um, so definitely her. Emily Weisband, she's amazing. I really hope that she extreme blows up globally. That'd be amazing. And I really love the new Kelsey Ballerini album so much. So Kelsey Ballerini would be my third.
Choices, good choices. I think
Mhm.
that's all the rapid fire I could think of right now. So my brain has decided that it has come to its end of its run today.
Okay, I've got one for you then.
Oh, let's do this.
What is your least favorite gnome?
No,
Garden gnome.
I don't think I have a least favorite one.
The one that scares you the most.
I don't even know their names.
No, just in general. Like mine would be probably the gnome on the motorcycle. Like that's pretty weird.
That is pretty weird.
Hmm.
The garden gnome for me.
Ugh. Like, why would you have like old creepy men just hanging out in your garden?
It's a little creepy.
A little creepy. Same
Well,
with porcelain dolls. Never.
gosh, a good one. Oh, Zoom's about to shut us off too, so
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me on and interviewing me.
we're
I love it.
thank you so much again.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And everyone go stream Goodwill Hunting and take videos of yourself donating your ex's stuff. Let's make it a trend. That'd be awesome.
The choices are donating or burning. Donating is a better.
Yeah. Why would you burn it? Then no one else can get it.
Have a good one, Bella. Remember to send me that song also. I need to hear
I will.
this genius song that you got.
Well, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Hope you liked what you heard. If you liked what you heard from Bella, be sure to go check out her music wherever you listen to music, and you could check out Goodwill Hunting at the link in the description below this episode, and also be sure to go check her out on social media. If you liked what you heard from the podcast, be sure to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening, and go check us out on social media at Worlds of Country. Thank you guys so much again for listening. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.